So what is workforce housing? So apartment classes are really broken down into 4 different apartment types. You have your Class A, which is the newer construction, just within a few years old. Usually have high-end finishes, amenities, nice clubhouses, multiple pools and spas, movie facilities, all the really high-end amenities that people look for. And these are renters by choice. They typically like to rent these types of properties because it's in a specific location within the town that they're living in, maybe close to specific job centers. But these are mostly renters by choice, not by necessity. When you get into Class B, a little older, 1980 to 2000, a little bit more dated communities, fewer amenities, and these are a combination of both renters by choice and by necessity. Folks that can't necessarily afford a mortgage or qualify for a mortgage, so they rent by necessity. Then you get into Class C. These are, once again, a little bit older, fewer amenities, and these are mostly people who are renters by necessity. They can't afford a house payment. They can't qualify for a house payment. These are your good, what we consider workforce housing, good hardworking Americans, kind of the backbone of our country type of folks. And then you have the Class D, which we stay away from. These are properties that are in challenging areas. You get into a lot of subsidized housing in these types of areas, and these are assets that we don't invest in. So this is an example of the Class A property. Nice new construction. Like I said, a lot of high class amenities. And you go into Class B. These are more the suburb type, or not necessarily urban core like Class A, but the suburb types, or even in good locations within the city. Class C, once again a little bit older, but still nice, structurally sound buildings that can offer some upside as far as operational efficiencies and improving the communities for the residents themselves. And then these are the Class Ds that we stay away from. A lot of them are in undesirable areas. A lot of government subsidy housing, things of that nature. And then you get into your mobile home parks, which these can be good investments, but we don't focus on these. This is what we focus on: the Class B and C. This is the sweet spot. These are the types of assets that are good both in good and bad economic times. If you think about it, in a downturn, people who are living in Class A and are renters by choice may turn into renters by necessity. So they may move from Class A down to Class B. The folks that are living in Class B may be moving into Class C during a downturn. And in the good times, they move from C to B and B to A. So it's the sweet spot in between. So you're really kind of insulated during the downturns, and you're going to benefit even more during the upside because you're right in the middle. People moving both ways, upwardly and downwardly mobile. So, like I said, these are the types of assets we invest in here, and so now, what is our target demographic? Who lives at these properties? So these are again the hardworking blue collar individuals and families, typically earning anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per year. The rent metrics that we put in place as far as qualifying tenants, they have to have 3 times the rental in income, and so we really do a lot of due diligence on our renter profile to make sure that they are people that can not only afford the rent, but we create communities through our different community development programs within the apartment buildings to make sure that they're happy and stay for a long time. Like I said, these are all law-abiding citizens that pay their bills. Just like I said, the backbone of America and the bulk of the U.S. workforce. People like manufacturing, construction workers, the retail services, fast food workers, emergency services workers. I mean, these are just the good, hardworking Americans that we partner with and target for our resident profile. So all these various types are our residents. We go we really go out of our way to really develop community by establishing different programs within these apartment communities. We do Thanksgiving dinner giveaways. We do back to school backpack programs. We do after school tutoring programs. We are looking to actually even do some medical dental screenings and stuff. We really want to be able to give value back to the residents themselves that are in our communities. So not only do they feel more value, but the more value they feel, the longer they're going to stay and tell their friends and family to create their own community within the apartments that we invest in. So we go a long way to really invest not only in the asset themselves, but also the community that lives there.